A UFO sighting over the Atlantic Ocean by the U.S. Navy is, we can see right here beside me, it is like a disc shape UFO. And this particular shape is one of the most common that people have been seeing for years and documenting. But you know what? They're not just in one location. They're all over the place. Like this right here beside me. It's kind of small. Let me enlarge it right here. Just a tad bit. I must decrease. I must decrease you all. I want to add more to this, and I will. To this right here particular shape of a UFO. I saw it tonight. Let me see this right here. Look at this. See this shape? It looks like this shape right here. It's right here in the inverted mode. And like this is, I think this is an artist's drawing of what has been sighted over the Atlantic Ocean. And it's what it would look like in the inverted mode. But look at the shape right here. This right here was actually documented today. Right here. And I'm working on a time lapse. And it's not done yet. I want to get the complete time lapse of this particular UFO because it wasn't the only one that was there. There were multiple UFOs that manifested right there. This is not a normal cloud. So, in fact, these types of UFOs that was spotted by the U.S. Navy over the Atlantic Ocean are really, they're real. And some may say, well, you know, they're not real. They're just, they're man-made to make a fake alien invasion. Hello. If they're up in the sky, they're real. And it doesn't matter who made them, they're real. It doesn't matter if someone wants to say fake alien invasion. If these show up in mass numbers, it's going to get a lot of attention. It is. And it's going to have a real world effect on them. So with that being said, you all, hello, and thank you for joining me this night. It's not going to be too long of a video because I don't want to add, I can't really add too much to this right here because I'm working on a time lapse on my other computer. I've been busy all day long and I just now had time to sit down. Hello, everyone. Hello, Michelle. Do we got any trolls in here? We got any misbehaving kids in this classroom today? Hello, Tammy Williams, honey. Yeah. How do you all? So let's come over here to this right here. I saw this shape right here because I thought I want to look at the disc-shaped UFO. This is the first thing I did. I'm going to stick it right here. If you ever come to this channel, I've been lately documenting every single site that we go to in the description of this channel so that other people can see. Yeah. So let's look at this. This sighting right here. This is a tag archive, a disc-shaped UFO. And you can see the timestamp on it, August the 6th. Oh, that's tomorrow. It would be 10 years ago. You know, this would be 10 years ago tomorrow on August the 6th, since it's 2012, that this right here was documented over the Atlantic Ocean by the U.S. Navy. 10 years ago today, this type of shape. And if it was documented over the Atlantic Ocean, do you think that it actually came up out of the ocean? Because I think that's a huge probability. Aha. Yeah, that's right, you all. I'm doing a time lapse, and I don't want to give it away, you all. I do not want to give it away when I'm doing my time lapse on, so I can show the footage in its entirety off of a live webcam. Is what I would like to do, but I can't do it right now. But let's look at this, you all. The Atlantic Ocean, this shape right here, and it really is. It is the same shape as these right here by me. That's the normal mode. It's cloaked in the clouds, but when you do the inverted, you can see what it looks like in the inverted mode. It's the same shape, and it was actually showed up today on a live webcam. And I don't know how long my time lapse is going to take. I may not get it done tonight, I really may not, but let's look at this. So this UFO sighting was by the U.S. Navy over the Atlantic Ocean, August the 6th of 2012 at 2:18 p.m. I was just trying to find some that were disc shaped. Oh, that's when that article was written? Oh, I thought that's when they saw it. Okay, so now we got to look. This is a long time ago, and these are still here. Over the Atlantic, 1972. Somewhere on the Atlantic Ocean, I was on duty at the Master of Arms that night that we were on the Atlantic Ocean coming home from Mayport. The ship was stationed out of Mayport, Florida. Our after lookout stopped me, something in the sky behind the ship, and reported the bridge to the officer of the day, you all. The officer of the day. Where's the rest of it? That's all? So if this showed up in the Atlantic, more than likely, it's got a base underground. You know that they got bases underground in the oceans. There's been many sightings of people documenting UFOs coming flip out of the water like this. UFOs going into the water. Now, some people who share footage, some of their footage is make-believe. You know, they have photoshopped it. They've made it look real. But some footage is real. It is real. Yeah, I love you all too. So let's look at this one too, you all. So they're talking about these top whatever UFOs, but this ain't really that good, you all. This reminds me of, is that like during a disc-shaped object over Bremen, Delaware, right there, Bremen, Delaware. And was that July the 27th of 2012? At first it seemed like an airplane approaching my place with unusually bright light. However, it was the same color from anticipated wingtip to wingtip, orange to yellow, and very bright. This right here, now these are in the sky too. They're kind of like these cylindrical shape, like cylinder-shaped UFOs. I think this kind of, if this were to, I wonder if it could like fly upside down, you know, like put itself going straight up and down, but I probably can't, you all. I probably cannot. Probably not be able to do that. Let me look right here. Let's look at this, you all. Let's look at this UFO that I've got right here. I've got it here. So let's look. Oh, Gina, I've got that up in, I don't want that up in Photoshop. I really don't. I want that up. I just wanted a screenshot to where I could zoom it up. Now look, I just want to zoom up on this shape. Look at this. You can tell that this is not a normal cloud at all. Thank you, Keith. It's not a normal cloud right here. It's like something like this is what it looks like. Something like this, but it's cloaked in the clouds. And this was near an ocean right here today. You can look at the shape of it. Just like that. And this is the inverted view of it. There also, get that off of there. There also looks like there's another one that has settled on top of it too, you all. Right there. In the inverted mode, and this is what this would look like in the inverted mode too. You see it would be similar shapes right there. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. Hello. So it would be similar shapes, and these both were around, I'd like to say it probably was kind of near the Atlantic Ocean for this one right here. I'm not completely 100% sure, but look at that. And this is what they say these types look like, you all. This is undeniable. And this is right here from an article, from a sighting from 1972. And then this is from today. I think that a lot of more people are seeing the UFOs. Are you all seeing the UFOs? Because there's a lot more pictures being shared, and I think there's a lot more people speaking out publicly and openly about what they're seeing in the sky. Yeah. Let me put this back on here. I don't really like that one right there. I don't. This was the search that I went to right here. Let's look at this. I want to look at all these sightings. Not all of them, you all, but I want to put these on here, you all, right here. And I'm just going to say again, I am working on a time lapse, and there's no way I'm going to get it done because it's a long time lapse. Look at this one right here. In Russia, they find dozens of strange disc-shaped objects in Russia. Where's it at, you all? We're talking about a woolly mammoth. I thought we were going to see that, you all. No, we can't see anything. Where did that article go, you all? Think it went bye-bye. We can't see that. Dozens of disc-shaped objects there. Let's see. These people say this one's right here. We can just look at these images right here. You can see one right here. Someone says that these are man-made metal ships. And really, in Hawaii, the massive ship was not have a big light on it, but it had great big long windows. You all, last night oh my gosh, it was so vivid. I was shown something up close, and it kept magnifying. It was in the sky. It was like a great big gigantic lens was put in front of me in the sky, and it kept zooming out, and it kept zooming in on the earth and the sky. And I thought, wow, what am I supposed to be seeing? Because I didn't know what they wanted me to see, but that's exactly what it did. It kept zooming up, and I kept seeing details of something, and I couldn't make it out what it was. But I thought, this is weird, because this doesn't feel like a dream. This feels like I'm wide awake in my dream state, but that's what I seen all night long. It's like a massive magnifying lens. I'm looking through it, and that's my whole view of something. It's zooming up on something, looking all around in a magnified state, and then zooming back out. And I thought, this is strange. It is strange. I've seen it before, but I've seen images like that before, but not being magnified in my dream state. I just remember look out the windows of a massive ship with great big windows and taking pictures of UFOs all night long, the same UFOs all night long. Look at this right here. Dozens of reports filed lately in Texas. Look at these shapes right here. You know that they're not normal clouds. And then look at this right here. This is a disc-shaped UFO. Have you all seen them? Let's look at this. Our brain is processing. I hope your brain does process, you all. I really do. Some of these aren't too good. I don't know about this right here, you all. People seeing this right here, if there is images like this, because this does not look real to me. You know what this looks like? Looks like Photoshops. It looked like somebody, or are they drones? They got drones in the sky, because I could picture a drone looking like that in the sky. I really could. Because if it looks really too, that right there is probably real. But these other ones, they do not look real. They look like they're just out there. This right here, it does look like a UFO too. They've probably seen that one also, because that one looks like the one behind me. Look at that one right there. Now this would be the one that we saw right here in this, right here beside me. This would be that shaped. And are these the type that the people say that you get abducted by those type right there, and they take you up in the ship and you lay on the table, the steel table, and they do stuff to you? Yeah, those type right there. I can't remember what the ship looked like that I was up in. I can't remember. All I know, I was on a steel table when I was like I had just become a teenager when I had that ordeal happening, you all. let me put this back to me. Gina, honey, you better get it right. Let me do this right here. Now I can go back. So let me shrink them down. This right here is what the U.S. Navy described as seeing over the Atlantic Ocean in 1972. And they never went away. This is like the most popular sightings right here. I guess next to what people call Starlink, which really aren't Starlink at all. They are a type of UFOs that have the ability to line themselves up one right after the other. But this right here was seen today on a live webcam. And I'm trying to time-lapse the whole entire footage so that you can watch it as it transpired, because it wasn't the only one that transpired. When it was in the sky, I was actually shocked when I saw it. And some of them hours and hours spanned. They stayed in the same spot is what they did. So some people say that they can sense something coming, that something big is about to happen. And then, some people say, well, Gina, honey, people have been saying something big is about to happen for a long time. And they have. They have been saying it. And then some people say, get ready for that fake alien invasion, because it's coming. Well, it won't be fake. And it may be alien to some people, okay, but it will be real. It will be real if whatever's here cloaked in the clouds, like a ship, if this ship was uncloaked, especially in the location that it's in, it literally would send shock waves across the world. Okay, you'd be hearing about this on the news. It would make every single headline where these ships are located. But they really do. They look like this type right here. I've not seen these in this good of a detail I don't think I have. I really haven't. Maybe one time I captured one in the sky, in my own sky, but not like that. Not like that. And, they can be seen over the mountains, like the mountains that are said to have special, races of beings inside of them, home to those beings and stuff. And also like these cloud-like structures over the volcanoes. But they're not clouds, they're UFOs that also go inside the volcanoes. So there is, it seems like a civilization inside the earth, and a civilization inside the oceans of this world. And I think one day we're going to find out about it, and I hope that humanity is prepared. I really do. I know that you all would be prepared, and it may be a little shocking to hear some, just for the news to finally come out about these UFOs that are out there. It probably would. You'd be shocked, you'd be excited, but it would get to you. It would. You'd still have to let it sink in that, hey, you're finally hearing public officials admitting to what you've been seeing all along and what we've been knowing all of along. So I am going to go, you all. But again, I'm putting time-lapse together because I want to show this footage of these UFOs that are cloaked in the clouds. I want to show it in the entirety when they first appeared and how the sky looked throughout the hours. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thank you all for tuning in. And when I get that footage in the time lapse, I will be sharing it here for you all to see too, and we're going to talk about it. I hope I can get it in the inverted mode too, because that's pretty cool, because it shows like there is a solid structure. Have a wonderful evening. You all, love you.